Good evening. This is K4PW looking for any emergency traffic. Well, very good. None heard. I'm on the right frequency. I'm on the right thing. Yep, we should be in good shape. If there's any emergency traffic, you can break in at any time. Just make sure to tell us what your problems are. Well, what the emergency is. We don't hear your problems. This is, you can break it anytime. Where am I going here? For information on that, you can go to YouTube right now. Put in my call, K4PEW, and it'll bring up an image of me and my wife when we got married some years ago. And you can click on that, and it'll bring up this premiere, I think they call it. And you can also go to 146.415.net. And information on Simplex. You can also go to groups.io, groups.io. And you can see our net schedule there. You can also see our multiple nets we do a week. You can also sign up for our email system if you aren't already on there. And the email system is really just a reminder system for all of our nets as well as local nets in support of ham radio. And also if you have technical questions or you have issues that you need help with, there's about 200 people out there willing and able to help. Or you can send me an email if you don't get any response any there, or you don't know what else to do. Just drop a line to k4pew@arrl.net. That normally meets at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night. We've been doing so for nigh on 11 years and 11 months. We'll be starting our 12th year in September in a few weeks. So it's kind of cool. I can't believe I did it this long, but it's cool. Anyway, 146.415 FM if you're not already there. If you're not there, you can't hear me. Purpose of that is to help support ham radio and promote it, as well as help people get on the air on the FM and all the other areas too, but on FM, on VHF, UHF, and the 10 meters, 6 meters, and 220, and all of those things. So it's a way to promote ham radio locally and kind of nationally too, because other people do look at our websites. And we have spawned other simplex nets as well. I'm confident of it. In fact, I know we have. I just don't know where else. I really don't. We've had people who've been on our email list from California, and I forget where all else. It doesn't really matter. I just know that there's been other people there. Don't forget the Sunday night 10 meter net. That's at 8 o'clock. I said it right. 8 o'clock at 28.415 upper sideband where it starts, and it moves over to FM on 10 meters, and then it moves over to, that's Michael, KM4YRF. It moves over to C4 FM, the only tri-mode 10 meter net in the entire galaxy. Well, nobody can prove me wrong on that, so I'll say it. Is there any other announcements we need to know? The Ham Fest is still open tomorrow, Sunday, in Huntsville, which is pretty, man, it's busy. There was a lot of people there today. I couldn't believe it. They're very successful Ham Fest. They'll be rivaling Dayton if they're not careful. Is there any other announcements? All righty. Then we're going to be taking, we're in net number 1,135. We'll be starting from the north, but first we'll be taking check-ins from mobile, first-time check-ins, and people are short on time, so please come now.
K4, KQ mobile.
Very good, Tony. Mobile and carefully.
Mobiling in, returning from Pigeon Forge, and let me tell you, the people that organize the traffic at the state fair, they need to be fired.
How about just shot? Makes it easy.
I ain't even going to get into it, but no, it's just wrong.
I got you. It happens, it seems like it happens everywhere that way.
Anyway, I'm going to let everybody else get in there. K4, KFQ.
Yeah, that was very good. It was Tony. He is mobile, coming back from East Tennessee. Pigeon Forge, to be sure. Who else is short on time, mobile, or first time check-in?
Kitty Forge, Juliet, mobile.
All right, got you in there, and also got you into the 146.460 net.
All right. I'll probably be home by the time we get to the next one.
All right, don't rush.
All right. Kitty Forge, Juliet.
All right, very good. That was Danny in mobile, headed back toward Gallatin, coming back from the Huntsville Fang. Who else is mobile short on time or first time checking? Anybody else? I want to let everybody know I got my hand push to talk. Now, hand push to talk. It's right here. I don't know if you can see it. See, it's right there. Not that you needed the sound effects, but that's where it is. Yeah, okay, then we're going to be starting from the north. And looking for check-ins from the north, please come now. Nobody from the north checking in today?
WB0NOO. 1M.
All right, hold on one second. I got Mark in there. Well, I got 2 Marks in there, actually. Got Mark in Gallatin and Mark in here up on the beach there. How you doing, Mark? Up on the beach, NOO.
Doing well. Not much to report here. Just trying to stay cool.
You didn't? I didn't see you at the Ham Fest, so I assume you didn't go.
Nope, I didn't go. That's a long way for a ham fest for me.
Yeah, it is. Granted, it is, but man, it was really a lot of activity there today.
Buy anything?
I bought one of their $6. What you'd normally, it would be $1.40 at McDonald's, but it's $6 there. And what else did I buy? I bought parking in the garage for $5, so it would not sit in the sun. And that's about it.
Yeah. That's pretty much what I do. If I don't have it, I don't need it.
No, there was stuff that looks enticing, but it's just nice to see it is nice to see the crowd, and it's just, I saw a whole bunch of people that I only see there every year.
Yeah, it is good for that. I kind of missed that part of it too. I was hoping maybe they would announce that Kenwood TMD 750 that they've been tantalizing everybody with, but I haven't seen it yet.
If it was going to be announced, I was thinking ham radio. Not ham radio, but ham. Dang, the Atlanta Ham Radio Outlet would have announced it or something, but I haven't heard anything from them.
Yeah. I got my deposit there. The wait in online money. That ought to be a neat radio though, with 2-meter 440 and 220 all in one.
Bullfang's got one of those, 10 watts.
Okie doke.
Sound really excited. Anything else, Mark?
Nope, that's it. Carry on, stay cool. WB0NOO.
It's going to be tough. There's heat waves going on through Thursday, from what I understand. So we're going to be cooking. Mark, up in Gallatin, please come now.
And M1M up here in Gallatin. Yeah, just glad to be back home. It was a busy time at the Hamfest.
Yeah, it's good to see. It really is. I was joking to somebody. I don't remember who it was now. I said it's good to see. It's kind of like when I used to be involved when I was working, and I was involved in trade fairs. And if we had a lot of activity, I said, well, it's just good for the industry, and it's really good to have all these people here. But when I say that about ham radio, what industry are we talking about exactly? Used equipment?
They had a lot of used equipment there, that's for sure.
It's too much. It's like too much. How many old pieces of gear can I look at in one day?
Many boat anchors and even some non-radio stuff.
Oh, yeah, I like that. There's a gal that shows up there with either needlepoint stuff or something. I didn't pay much attention because I just breezed right by it. But I see her there every year.
Oh, I saw you stopping at that booth and real interested in it.
Yeah, you caught me fondling the needlepoint stuff?
Not as far as you know.
Anything else for the net, Mark? By the way, it was nice to meet you.
Pardon me?
I said it was nice to meet you there.
Yeah, it was good finally seeing you walk down the aisle and say, yeah, that looks like Paul. And, yeah, we got to catch up, and we have a lot of the same friends. So, yeah, it was good talking to you. Back to you.
Yeah, very good. That was Mark in Gallatin. Gallatin or Goodlettsville? I had it backwards.
Right now we're in Gallatin. So we'll take Gallatin.
All right, sounds good. Mark and Gallatin, November, Mike, one Mike. Very unique call. Very, not very unique. It's just unique. I've never seen one M1M. It's just neat. I'm just glad there isn't an M prefix. It can be M1M. That would be bad. Or WM1M? Or K. No, this is good. It's good. I like it. Who else is North?
KO4OKE.
Hey, Roy, what's going on?
Not much. I'm not sure if I'm north or not. I can't never figure that out. But anyway, all's well here. How's it with you, Paul?
Oh, it looks good, man. It was a beautiful, clear day to drive down to Huntsville and back, and so a good day, I think, was had by all.
Well, all right. I wondered how that went. I was going to try to get there, but I ended up needing to do a bunch of work on the house. So just wanted to do a quick check-in. It's good to hear you on the air. And this is KO4OKE, and I'll be clear on your final.
Yeah, very good. Roy, you got an exceptionally good signal tonight.
Oh, good. I am on top of a little hill, and I am mobile, so, you know.
Oh, that's the reason, right? I thought you might have been. I wasn't sure though, because usually your signal isn't quite this good from your house.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I'm not far from it, but I am sort of on top of a mountain, or a hill in this case.
Yeah, very good. Anything else for the net, Roy?
Nope, and appreciate what you had to say about the last competition. Another one's coming up, and I'm going to give you a personal invite as soon as I can get you an email sent out.
Sounds like a winner. Keep up the good work.
All right, thanks, Paul. It's good talking to you. KO4OKE, and I'll be clear.
Yeah, very good. That's Roy. He's mobile, but he's normally in Madison. Kilo Oscar 4, Oscar Kilo Echo. Who else is North?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
Hello, Greg. Man, all your signals are so good now that you're up in the Northland.
Yeah, this is on the interior antenna. One day I'll put up the better one, the 510.
I can't imagine it being too much better. This one has a little tiny bit of noise in it, but not even really noticeable.
Well, good deal. I tried catching up with you at the Hamfest. I think your scooter is faster than mine. You might have that 28-volt one.
Yeah. I wish. My feet were sore today. When you stay on your feet for, well, what would have been about, 6 hours maybe? Yeah, it's enough.
Well, good deal. Maybe I'll make the next one coming up.
Very good. Anything else?
Nope, Katie for TV.
Very good. That's Greg. And I keep wanting to think, Antioch, but Antioch dumped him, and he moved up to Hendersonville. That's Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is North?
Katie 4 VUW, Carlin Angeltown, Bethpage.
Hello, Carlin. You didn't have any money? That should never stop you, man. I didn't have any money either. I just blew it on gasoline, parking, what else? Oh, and getting in for $15 and a $6 Coke.
I don't think I would like to rode down there with only $20 in my pocket.
I know. But I think one year I only bought a cup of coffee.
The problem is that wouldn't have put the gas in the vehicle to go down there and back. So, oh me, I got other things that's way more important than ham right now. Stuff. I've got a water pump out there in the utility room that the front bearing on the pump motor apparently is flying out of somewhere, and so I've got to come up with either rebuild that pump or get another pump motor. And then on top of that, the well pump tank has got a little bitty pinhole in the side of it too, so I've got to replace the whole outfit, and I'm hoping it'll make it till the end of the month.
Okay, if it gets bad, drill out the pinhole and use a screw and get a rubber gasket and just screw that gasket right up against the hull.
I can't do that. It's a bladder tank.
Well, forget about that idea. Well, that's unfortunate. That's obviously not a submersible pump?
No, the tank is in your utility room beside the water tank. It can be unbolted. About 15 years ago, I had it rebuilt, And before that, somewhere in around about 1971, somewhere floating in there, Daddy pulled that pump out and brought it and had it rebuilt down at Gallatin at a place. And then, I would say it's been about 15 years ago, I took it back down there to the guy. The guy was really smiling when I told him, my daddy brought this to you to have it rebuilt. And he was really smiling. He was proud it lasted that long. And, of course, I had him overhaul it. It's been about 15 years, so it's about time for either overhauling or a replacement one. I don't know which one I want to do right now.
Well, a lot of that also goes, it says a lot about the original manufacturer and the quality of the materials there that would last that long.
Yeah, I don't know when that pump was put in. This house was built in 58, and I don't know if that pump was put in then or not. It's a Franklin well pump, and they're still in business. I found, I just Googled that, Franklin well pump, and their site come up. And this one's got a cast iron pump on the end of the motor, and the one that looks like it would be the updated one is got some kind of a plastic pump on the front end of it that looks amazingly the same. It's just made out of plastic. So I don't know. I haven't checked to see on the price on that thing or not. And like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna pull this one off and bring it down there and let him put some new bearings in it or what. But I don't know. I'm gonna tell you, when I go out there to the mailbox, if that door's open to that utility room out there, because that's built into the house. That's part of the house. Whew, I'm gonna tell you, you talk about loud. And it's all the pipes are copper and everything like that. So whenever it kicks on here in the house, you know the pump's running. So I'm just hoping it'll make it till the end. But enough of that crap, because that's all it is. So anyway, I hope you had a good time down there.
Oh, I had a good time. What do you think? The pump drowns out the tree frogs and the neighbors.
Well, I ain't got no problem with that. The neighbors are pretty far away, and frogs, I don't know. I go out there and every once in a while one will kind of bounce his butt across the patio out there. I don't know. About the loudest noise we have around here is whenever it's 4th of July, and they set off, we got a couple of neighbors here, they set off these fireworks, and I mean, they spend thousands of dollars, and it sounds like cannons going off. And I don't need to go to Nashville or even watch TV. I can just look out the window here or just go out there and stand and look, and I'm right underneath the daggone things.
Yeah, some people really do go overboard on that stuff, and my ex-YL June doesn't like it because she knows how much it disturbs dogs.
Well, the cats around here kind of scatter, so they know something ain't quite right. Well, I'll hush up. I hope everybody's having a good time tonight there. And oh yeah, on the on the Kenwood mobile radio that got mentioned a minute ago. That probably I'm thinking is going to get released next weekend at the Tokyo Ham Fest. You could Google Tokyo Ham Fest and watch it. I do that a lot of times. There is a ham site, JARL, that you can go to that's in Japan. I go over there all the time to that site and read stuff on there. They got a new product place that you can go to, and and all kinds of information on their site over there. And I'm figuring that when they have that ham fest there, that's when they'll probably release that radio, because they've been saying late this year, but that don't mean nothing. Now, Kenwood, they like to make sure their stuff is right. Before they release it, they don't send their stuff out to be beta tested, and they like to make sure it's right. So that's what I'm figuring, because this is the latter half of the year, and I think that's their big ham fest next weekend, and I figure that's when they'll release it out there. Things are going to be expensive. I'm pretty sure it's going to be in the $1,000 range. Is where I figure it's going. If it's not, it's going to be right up there like $9.99. You know, well, that's not $1,000. You know, so, but that's what I'm figuring. Because my 742s, the tri-benders that I've got, I think they were about $675, and then when you added the module to it, that pumped it up there to about $900. Back when I bought those radios, I bought that one in '93 and the other one in '95, and they're both working just fine. I mean, they've had little quirks, and I've had to repair them. Mostly replace electrolytic condensers, those little video cans in there, and running along just fine now. So I don't know. You have to do maintenance on all kinds of radios, I reckon. Anyway, I'll hush up and let you get some more check-ins. I did hear somebody else in there very, very weak on me. There was just no signal, but they were breaking my squelch underneath you there a second ago when you recognized me there. So I'll shut up and maybe they can get in there to you. 84 VW.
Yeah, very good. That was Carlin in Bethpage, Angeltown area. Who else was north? Anybody? It was Weak Station that was out there. Please come now. Has anybody got a relay? All right, we're going over to the west.
KO4 OTV.
Hello, Joel. How long did you have to work today?
I worked until about noon, I guess. We were going to stay later, but I'm so wore out from this normal week, from all the stairs and the crazy routing that we're having to do on this job is just totally insane. It's been a rough week.
Yeah. Well, you're relatively young, but it gets worse as you get older.
Well, I got a lot of stuff wrong with me, and that doesn't help. You know, my foot was peeled off to the bone in 2015, and my shoulder's all jacked up, and I got metal on my body, and it's rough. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I agree. I forgot about that momentarily, but yeah, it is a little much, but you know what they say, man. An ordinary man wouldn't be able to take it.
Oh no, I mean I know so many people that they think I'm crazy, but I'm the type of person I can't sit still, man. I have to. I know it's probably gonna, hinder me later on, but I mean it's till I can't go anymore. I'm just gonna keep doing it.
When'd you start saving up for the wheelchair?
I have one, and I also have a knee scooter and a walker.
Oh, man, you're gonna have to get one powered then.
No kidding. I really wanted to go to Huntsville too, and as I've never been, and I've been hearing about it and saying I'm going to go every year, and it's just something always pops up, and I never make it. But there's always next year, I guess.
Well, if I'm going next year, maybe you can just drive down here, or we can drive together or something.
Yeah, that'd be fine. I hardly even drive the truck that I have. My little white truck basically sits in the garage. It gets right next to me right now, and I drove it today for the first time. I put a brand new battery in it for the first time after I think the battery came out in December of 2016.
No, that's unheard of, man. In a summer climate, that's unheard of.
I can't believe it either. But this truck has there's no electronics. There's no power windows, no power locks. It's got an AM/FM radio in it, and all the electronics is basically the engine and the lights, and that's it.
Yeah, but the heat eats up batteries.
Oh yeah, but it sits in an air-conditioned garage, so that probably helped.
Oh, I'm sure it helped a lot. Yeah, that's something. Well, very good. Anything else for the net, Joel?
No, that's it for me. I'll let y'all get back at it. Hopefully I catch y'all on the next one. KO4 OTV.
Sounds good. That was Joel in west of Ashland City, KO4 OTV. Who else is west?
And for DJ&T.
Hey, how are you doing there, Don?
Oh, fire in the frog hairs, Paul. Just living the dream. Trying to use this retirement thing. It's a bit of a struggle bus, but I'm getting there.
I've been retired now for how long did I say? Since 2010. No, 2009 actually. So it's already been 15 years for me.
I would make it to 15 years retired, but the first 3 weeks or so is it's been interesting. It feels weird.
Yes, it does feel weird, and I still have when I start to ponder on what I did for a living, it's not that I want to work, but you get a great feeling of accomplishment when you can get things happening and make them happen and make them work right. And there's a great feeling of accomplishment that you don't get just sitting at the house.
Oh no, absolutely. Yeah, it feels like I'm not doing anything. But then I look back on my 35 plus years in the IT industry, and I realize that all the things I thought were super important that were going to change the world have all been forgotten and deleted and left for dust.
Oh yeah, I have the same issues. I know that some of the jobs I was proudest of, the buildings have since been torn down.
Exactly. So I look at it all from that perspective now. It's like, no, I made the mistake of letting my work define me. The first mistake I made was taking my passion, which was electronics and computers, and turning it into my career. That's a soul-sucking thing to do, and I don't recommend it. I'm looking forward now. I'm starting to get back into my love of electronics and computers. I'm not quite there yet, but I can slowly feel it building to where I'm just doing it for fun and not because I need to pay a bill.
Yeah, that way you can take your time and do it the way you want.
Absolutely. Other than that, I got nothing else going on. Since I have the time, I'm taking a trip over Labor Day to Pennsylvania to see my family and some old friends, and just a quick 3-day trip because that's about all I can take up there. And so I'll leave out here on Thursday morning, and I'll be back on Monday night. That's all I got going on.
Well, very good. Anything else for the net, Don?
No, brother. Thank you for doing what you do. And I don't get in here as much as I used to, but sometimes I'm just listening because I'm working on something else. But yeah, I appreciate you, brother. Have a great weekend, and for DJT.
Yeah, very good, Don. Good to hear from you. That's Don in Bon Aqua with a big signal. November 4, Delta, Juliet Tango. Anybody else west?
KG4 LV.
Oh, look at that. Some others from the west beat you out today.
Yeah, I didn't want to jump in there first.
No, that's all right. Yeah, that Hamfest, honestly, I'm going to start going down there with a wheelchair because, man, being on your feet for that, walking that place is like a chore.
Yeah, I can't do it anymore. The last time I went was Otis's last year. I just went down there because he wanted to go, and I just sat there in those middle chairs, and he would buy stuff and bring it back. I would sit there and watch it, but it's just too much walking for me. Plus, I don't really need anything, and I'm broke, so there you go. There's the trifecta.
That's why they make debit credit cards.
Exactly. All right, I'll let somebody else check in, Paul. It was weird being home Saturday morning, but it was kind of enjoyable. Anyway, I guess I'll get off and let somebody else check in. KG4ILV.
Very good. That's Jack in Donaldson, Kilo Golf for India, Lima Victor. Who else is west? Or south? About over to the east.
KM4YRF.
Yeah, big signal from Michael. Yeah. Did you feeling pretty good now that you didn't have to go to that walk the Hamfest and make a mess?
Yeah, actually, I struggled a little bit yesterday and today, especially when I had to come up the stairs. So I was afraid to try to risk it.
Yeah, I tried to get Stan to let me, sit on his shoulders and carry me around, but he wouldn't do it.
Well, how selfish of him.
Oh, it is, and he's younger than me too.
I know it.
Anyway, no, we had a good time. And you know what, Larry didn't tell you on the net down there from Rockville. He didn't tell you that he went to the Hamfest, spent all that time and effort to go there. Anyway, ended up with a pocket full of connectors.
That sounds like me. That's what I normally go for, is because I try to hoard connectors just in case I need one.
Yeah, well, what's funny about that is anything you can get there, you can buy online, but a sack full for less.
You're right about that. I just want to let everybody know that I'm having surgery on Wednesday, so I will not be on the net Wednesday night, and I may need help with the 10-meter net on Saturday night.
All right, no big deal. I was going to tell you something else about that. No, don't know what it was. Anything else for the net?
That's all I got, Paul. Back to net control. Thank you for being there and doing what you do.
Very good. If I figure it out, though, I'll let you know. That was Michael KM4YRF, and he does the 10-meter net tomorrow night, and hopefully he'll be able to do it the next Sunday night. That's at 8 o'clock. By the way, it's in the 10 meters, upper sideband, 28.415 is where he starts. Who else is east? Yeah, there was a double in there, but Stan won. Stan, you survived my driving.
Yeah, even though we got lost a little bit, but that was okay.
Yeah, got lost, and we even had the GPS.
Yeah, that was a crazy thing.
Yeah, anyways, it was kind of funny, but I don't like wasting the time backtracking, but we did. Anything good going on when you got home?
No, same old, Paul.
No, not the same. The dogs are happy to see you.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, very good. Nothing else for the net, though, huh?
No, thanks for the trip down, though, Paul.
No problem. My pleasure. That's Stan. He's in Lebanon. Kilo Mike 4, Hotel Quebec Echo. Who else is east?
W4EAO.
Whiskey 4. There's actually two in there. I only heard the first one. Whiskey 4 Echo Alpha Oscar. And I've forgotten your first name.
It's actually Frank KB9RKK. I'm calling from W4EAO.
Okay. That's why I actually wasn't. It was almost like you were disguising your voice because I didn't recognize your voice.
Maybe. Maybe. No, just here at the fair in the trailer. Figured I'd check in.
You getting any traffic in the trailer?
Actually, yeah, not radio, but I had a couple visitors, some for, a few hours. I had a young kid in here asking a million questions, and that was very cool.
Oh, about ham radio, though, huh?
It's just about radios in general. This kid's built a transmitter and all kinds of stuff. Soldering and, well, he was keeping me on my toes, but yeah, so it was cool.
Oh, that's great. So how's the traffic over at the fair? Pretty busy?
Yeah, foot traffic, absolutely. There's a ton of people. I think they were expecting like 1 million visitors.
Is that right? Holy man! I guess I should have suspected that. I mean, there's 12 million people in Tennessee.
Yeah, it was crazy. The traffic's been nuts on the road. Yesterday, I came last night and I had to bail off of 40, and I had to go way around. And today, I heard there was a wreck on 40. But I've been kind of stuck in here all day, and fortunately, Mr. Glenn fixed the air conditioner, or else I'd probably be dead right now. I'd be cooked.
I saw Glenn at the Hamfest today.
Yes, sir. He told me. Yep. He said him and Richard saw you and some other guys, and he was telling me who was there, and I said, yeah, a bunch of tall guys.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. I'm not. There are taller people than me, for certain. But I never think of myself as tall. I really don't. I don't even give it a second thought when people are shorter than me.
No, I know. You're used to being you. You get it. I know. I get it. Yeah. No, it's fine. But I was hoping I'd be able to hear. I heard Michael. I heard most everybody. Just a few people I couldn't hear. Fortunately, the VHF and UHF seems to be working good. HF, on the other hand, there is some AM station over here that is coming. I think it's all up and down the band. It's just overloading everything.
Huh. So somebody's broadcasting AM commercially there?
Yeah, I haven't figured out what the frequency is yet, because it's not, normally you find multiples, but it's all over. It starts from just above the AM band, and you can still hear it well into the, above 40 meters. It's like insane, and it keeps repeating, and it's two different stations heterodyning on top of each other, and I can't quite make it out. One's a sports thing, and the other one is like 1940s music.
Yeah, you couldn't tell by me. I can't remember the last time I listened to an AM radio station.
Yeah, no, it's weird, At first I was like, what, there's a shortwave station on 2500? And because it was like 60 over. I'm like, nah. And then I start seeing this, so I
righty. Anything else, Frank?
Negative, thanks for doing that. Wish I could have went down there, but did this instead. And I knew somebody was going to come back with just connectors, because that's usually me. So, see, I didn't go, so now he had to do that. Turn it back over to you, KB9RKK.
Yeah, but I did keep. I get that the fashion trends are really kind of staying up to date. You know, the yellow T-shirts and the flip-flops. They're still going strong. That was W4EAO as Frank as W4EAO. Normally KB5. What the heck's this called? KB5. I already forgot what it was. Frank, what's your regular call?
Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo Kilo.
Oh, there we go. Kilo Bravo 9. How could I forget? You threw me a curve with that EAO thing. Anyway, that was Frank. You're normally KB9 RKK. KB5. Yeah. Anyway, who else is East?
KE4 DEZ.
Well, speak of the devil, I was just wondering, the last time I heard you, which has been quite some time, are you doing okay, Earl?
Yeah, fairly well. I'm hanging in there with what little bit I got left, I guess, and trying to muster up a little bit more than what I got left. So sometimes the old back starts barking and the joints start cracking, so daggone, run to the heating pad and hot cold showers and whatnot to compensate for the pains of agony, the maturity. What do you think?
I think you're right on the money. I noticed that I now know why when I saw my parents and my grandparents either get in a chair or get out of a chair, I know the reason they groaned.
Yeah, there you go. I call that thinking out loud too much. You know, I guess if the Marines call it something different, like it's just pain leaving the weak spots of the body or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember that far back. I don't guess.
Well, starting to get way back. You know, I did that to. Of course, you were. I don't know. I don't remember when you got out of the military, but when I got out of the military after my 4-year career, it's only 52. Hold on, 72. 53 years ago.
Yeah. Well, that seems like a long time, but there's probably been, I can't remember, but it's been more than 10 years, I think. But, well, anyway, and daggone that retirement part, I heard earlier on in the day, it's kind of hard getting used to, especially when you think about coming up with your own plan before someone comes up with one for you.
Yeah, it's. I guess I'll say that it does get getting used to, because it's easy to just I don't know the right words, to just mess up. You just blow the whole day off if you're not paying attention to yourself.
Yeah, that's true. There's always something to do, whether you want to or not. Best thing I found, even though if it hurts, body in motion stays in motion. But sometimes an extra nap helps too. Compensate for all them there days of being unrested. But anyway, that's a category I fall myself into sometimes. But anyway, I'll let it go with that, Paul. Let the old frequency roll on, and good. Make sure my radio still receiving and transmitting. We'll catch you when we can. This is once again KE4 VEZ, Stick City of Cedar City, 7-3.
Yeah, very good. Not to mention Noreen. Yes, it was Earl. Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu. Good to hear from him. He's got a good signal, great audio. Sounds really good tonight. And he is over on the backside, the other side, from me anyway, of the Cedars of Palms. There's one of those in Florida. Cedars of Lebanon, over in there near Lebanon. Who else is east?
Larry's in there.
Larry, you in there?
I'm here, man.
All right, I got you. And there was Larry in Rockville. KE4SYV. I had a nice chat with him over there at the Ham Fest today, which was great. He was the culprit who bought the handful of connectors and felt like he's done his deed for the day in supporting the ham economy. Me, I just bought a Coke. Anything else, Larry?
No, man, we'll let you get on with KE4, that's what I mean.
All right, and I appreciate you doing the D-Star net. We had 5 in there, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, that was Larry Rockville, not Larry Rockville, but Larry in Rockville. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. And anybody else, any place, anywhere?
Kilo Echo
4 RCR.
Juliet.
Okay, hold on one second. N4RTR. I got N4RTR, but first I'm going to take Jimmy. KE4. Got to get this right, KE4. TYJ, is that right?
Yeah, QSL, you got it 100%. Thank you, sir.
Well, I'm getting old. I have to think. I have to write down my own call. I have to look at my badge.
Yeah, that's why I have shirts with our name on it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and a note in the pocket to give directions on how to get home.
Oh, absolutely. So you know exactly where to go, and you got more than enough people to tell you how to do it.
Hey, listen, my wife accidentally got it. I wanted to talk to you about this. Not a big deal. My wife bought a little sticker, not a sticker, but a patch that she didn't realize that, I don't know whether it became part of another set she bought of patches, but it's a rectangular patch in green and black that says, give respect, get respect, and she says it's for bikers.
It could be. They have all kinds of things.
Okay, well, I said, I don't know if necessarily it is. I mean, that applies to everything.
It does, yeah. Normally, you would live your life that way, but most people ain't normal apparently anymore. Yeah, so it just, I've noticed it. I won't get into it. Anyways, thanks for having that, and thanks for letting me join it.
Very good. Everything else going well for you and the XYL?
Yeah, it's another normal week. Everything's fine. We got a new puppy dog as of I think we picked her up July 31st, and we did an embark test, so we've got to wait for the results to come back to find out what she is. We have ideas and we have suspicions, but we're not quite sure exactly what she is yet.
Or how she's going to behave.
Yeah, we pretty much got a good idea about that already.
Well, I know that we've talked about this before, but when you get one of those hyper breeds, those are the ones that are the challenges.
Absolutely, and a lot of fun too. All right, we'll turn it back over to you, sir, and maybe catch up on the sideband portion. KE4TYJ.
Very good. That's Jim, and he is in Woodbury. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. I've got Wes, I believe, November 4 Romeo Tango. Romeo on the line.
Yeah, good evening. This is Wes, and no news is good news here on the east side.
Yeah, you got to give me credit for getting the call and the name right.
Oh, absolutely. Probably the other Wes and I were sitting here yakking for 30 minutes or more about pew-pews on the same frequency, and I'm glad to just extend and intrude on the next time.
Now, I heard a little bit of that, but my wife does that. She goes, there's guys talking on the net. I go, yeah, on the air, and I go, yeah. She goes, well, don't you want to talk to them? I go, they didn't invite. They don't. I just don't jump in on other people's QSOs just because I feel like it.
No, it's we definitely were mindful to clear the frequency prior. I am glad that I didn't get down to Huntsville because I think I may have told you that I recently moved from Huntsville, so being able to go to the Von Braun Center every year it kind of spoiled me. And every year I came back with a giant bag of nothing ham radio related, but Arduino components or maybe voltage, like a variable DC bench top voltage supply or oscilloscope or something. I'm glad I didn't get able to make it down there this year because I would have come back with a trunk full of stuff that I really didn't need.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is, as we were leaving, I said, if I had, I'll just say unlimited funds, I'd probably scoop up I'd have to get a special cart to haul it out to the car, and I still wouldn't use it because I have equipment now I don't even use.
Sure. I mean, like I said, I have Grades 1 HT, and I just got the Juliet 710 last year. I have no interest in getting any new ham equipment, but it's really cool, all the other different stuff that people have to sell out there. And, like I said, heck, I think even last time I was down there, there was a person who was selling PVM, personal video monitors. And with me being an old Super Nintendo guy, I really had to suppress myself from buying a few of those. So you never know what you're going to find in a ham fest like that.
No, and you have to take your time too, because there must have been 200 tables there.
Oh, absolutely. I can only imagine how big it is now because I haven't been 3 or 4 years. But that's all I really know about. Had a nice, relaxing day at the range this morning, and I don't think anybody really knows. I had to put one of my dogs down recently, but the other dog is here, and she's getting used to it. Everything else is really going well on this end, and I hope everyone else is having a great Saturday evening.
Yeah, very good. That was Wes in Eastern, well, I'll call it Lebanon. I believe that's where he is, but it's not really right in Lebanon. It's November 4, Romeo, Tango, Romeo. Anybody else east or anywhere?
KG4MIZ.
Are you anywhere now?
I'm just about east, I guess.
Oh, yeah, you're doing fine. We ought to call you, you're the only guy in Smith County.
I'm sure there's a few more people out here than me. They just don't get on the net. That's what I guess. But well, Paul, there ain't nothing going on over here. Same old stuff, different day.
Yeah. The only time we appreciate these boring days is when we have a real bad day.
Oh, I didn't have a bad day. I just didn't. I almost didn't participate in it. I almost stayed in bed all day, but I didn't.
No, what I mean is when you don't really think too much about just a normal, kind of just lazy day and just getting along, and then, but if you get sick or you feel bad or you get a big headache or, you got problems, then you go, man, I wish it was just a boring day.
That's right. Well, shoot, man, I'm just hanging out over here trying to stay out of trouble. I remembered the net was on, and I come in here because I was coming in here to get ready for the podcast, and I remembered, I said, well, doggone, I better check in. It just so happened to be when I turned on the radio, you was calling out. I think what'd you call me? Well, shoot, can't even think of it. My brain's done, I'm lost.
Well, again, I have to do this. I have to set alarms in my phone for every net that I get, either mine or other nets I get involved with. I have to do that because otherwise I will not remember.
Oh, that's not. I wouldn't be surprised because hey, you do so many nets in a week. How many nets do y'all do over there between you and Mike?
13 or 14, I think.
Is it really that many? Goodness gracious! And I guess I better participate a little bit more often or something. I didn't realize there were so many.
No, man, you just add to our woes if you check into all of those, man.
Well, I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, it just means somebody else. I got to write this guy down now. Got another check in. How exciting!
All right, well, I'll get out of your hair. Good evening to you, Paul. Hope you had a good day. KG4MIZ.
Yeah, well, that was very good to hear from you, Kevin. That was Kevin. Kilo Golf 4 Mike India Zulu, and he's over in the corner of Smith County near Lebanon. Who else is east or anywhere?
Kilo November 4, Echo Whiskey Tango. I'm about to jump out of the car, in and out.
Uh-oh, jump out of the car. You got business, I take it. Well, we checked in. Kilo November 4, Echo Whiskey Tango. And he's over, I think, over in the Lebanon area. We checked him in and out. He was busy. Who else? Anybody else out there? Any place, anywhere? Well, very good. We're going to go quickly run down the list of who we do need to. We don't hear from these too often, but we got to call them out. Dilly-dalliers, spuddlers, landlubbers, sandbaggers, lollygaggers, lurkers, skulkers, slackers, lackeys, toadies, lackards, repeater, kerchunkers, shape-shifting lizard people, moon landing deniers, and those who believe in moon landing or the production thereof. Moon occupied by aliens, and those that deny it. Moon occupied on the backside by foreign nations mining the surfaces, flat earthers and flat earth deniers, scanner listeners, SDR donglers, preppers, end time survivalists, and the forever lurking in the desert, or in the woods, would be Bigfoot. The Bigfoot Believers Society. Anybody else? Man, I wonder where Scott went. He's supposed to be checking in. But anyway, we had 20 people check in tonight, and we're going to move right over to 144-240, unless I hear somebody scream. No, 144. No, nobody else. All right, I'm moving. Bye. All right, see you in a sec. This is K4PEW, net control from 144-240. Looking for check-ins, and we'll start again from the north. Please come now.
WB0 NOO.
Very good. I got strong in there, Mark, Whiskey Bravo 0, NOO. Who was the other person? It was kind of a weak station.
KD4 and Danny.
Okay, you sounded good, Danny. You sound great. KD4GUN. There might have been somebody else. Who else besides Danny and Mark? Ah, there we go. KD4VUW. Good. You do have a good signal, which is a little in the background on a triple train wreck. That was Carlin in Angeltown. KD4VUW. Who else? Anybody else north? Anybody north or west?
KG4 LV.
Hey, very good. Got you in there, Jack. Good signal. Kilo Go 4 India Lima Victor. Anybody else? Nobody else west? How about south? How about east? Oh, very good. I'm sorry. I jumped right over you there. Didn't wait for your call. KE4TYJ. That's Jim down in Woodbury. Anybody else south? How about east?
KM4YRF.
Very good. We got Michael, KM4YRF here in Mount Juliet. Anybody else?
KE4DEZ on the east side.
KE4DEZ. That would be Earl. A nice signal out of Noreen. And his name is Earl. I think I already said that. Anybody else east? Please come now.
KG4 MIZ.
Oh man, this is too many times you're checking in today, man. It's work.
You gotta work that pencil. I heard you was giving your mic a hand job or something, or you was using a hand mic or something.
Yeah, well, no. Now I've got my original. I busted so far doing so many nets. The push to talk button, the hand one, and then I started using the foot one, and I'm not that coordinated, so I went back and bought another hand one. So that's what I'm using.
Well, there you go. Well, you sounded good. Sounded good anyways. I hear you. And sounded loud. I tell you, I don't know why nobody uses this mode more often. I tell you, it's just so loud.
Well, it gets out so well, I'm surprised more people don't use it for emergency services.
I know, right? Well, I'll get out of your way. I'm sure there's a bunch more. Give KG4 MIZ.
Oh, they're in droves, man, just droves. I don't even let them check in. There's too many. It was Kevin, KG4 MIZ in Smith County, but he's also technically in Lebanon. The Postal Service thinks he is anyway. Who else? Anybody else? Any place anywhere on 144-240?
NM1M.
NM1M. It really is somewhat of a tongue twister because you got to move from the N to the M. Anyway, Mark, you sound good.
Thank you so much, and sorry for the tongue twister.
Nah, no, I'll get used to it. I got used to all the other ones.
Well, it'll be okay.
No, it'll be fine. That was Mark. November, Mike, one Mike. And he is I guess he's in Gallatin today. Anybody else? All right, we had a monster number of 10 in there tonight up on sideband on 2 meters. I think there's very few people nationally. I don't know of any. Of course, I haven't looked that hard. That do simplex nets on routine simplex nets on 2 meter sideband. But we do it just because it's fun. Because otherwise our radios would forget how to do it. Is there anybody else? All right, we'll move right over to 50.135. 50.135. and I'm not sure I changed my antenna over, so I may have to step over here for a second. I'll be there momentarily. If you don't hear from me, I'm just fixing the antenna. All right, now I'm here. Sorry it took so long. I had forgot. That's one thing I didn't do tonight was make the manually reconnect the antennas for the 6 meters. Anyway, looking for 6 meters. Got myself in there, and we also got who else we got? It's not going to be too many. So, is anybody up north? Oh, I hear somebody out there. Who is that? Is there somebody trying to check in from the north? One more time. Say the call a couple of times, please. Ah, very good. I got you in there, Danny. Yeah, your signal's not that great tonight. I mean, it was just barely audible. Mike, do you copy him better than me?
No.
Wow. I got the headphones on. Otherwise, I would not have heard you, Danny. But I'm glad you kept doing it. That was Danny KD4GON in the Gallatin. I think he is, anyway. He must have gotten out of the car by now. Who else is north? Anybody else north on 6 meters? Is anybody copying anything north? Because I feel like I'm hearing things. No, I think it's somebody else. Anybody west? KG4ILV, is that who I heard? Very good, got you in there, Jack. Little, really, really, really low, but I could just barely hear it faintly, you know. So I'm glad you could check in. Anybody else west?
Kilo Oscar 4, Oscar Tango Victor.
All right, we got Joel up at West Ashland City. Kilo Oscar 4, Oscar Tango Victor. A nice signal there, too. You sound good. Who else is west? Let's try that again. Make sure I'm not missing anybody on west. Now, I hear some voices out there, but I don't think they're on our side of the world here. Anybody else the south or east? Oh, south. Nobody south? All right, east.
KM4YRF.
All right, KM4YRF, Michael, and from the east here. Who else is east? What, Stan doesn't have 6 meters? All right, I'm not hearing anybody else, but that's kind of normal for this band. We got 6 people checking in. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 5 people checking in. My mistake. I'm counting people I don't even hear. Last chance. I can hear people talking in the background. Can you hear any of that, Mike?
Yes, but I can't make it out.
No, I don't know what that is. It's not from our location, though. All right. Very good. That concludes the net, and we're going to move over to 223.415. And appreciate all the check-ins. We had 20 on 2 meters. We had 10 on 2 meter upper sideband. We had 5 on 6 meters. We had 6 on DMR, 5 on D-Star. And how many did you have on the C4FM, Mike?
8.
8. Well, 8's a good number. I was expecting more, but you never know. All right. I'll see you guys over on 223.415, K4PW. And we're closing out the net. At least I think we are. Closing out the boom.